Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. Just in case you're new here, my name is Karina and this channel is all about Canada. Living in Canada, immigrating to Canada, the whole spiel. And today we were actually talking about that we're already permanent residents for 1.5 years. So pretty crazy, but we were just getting out our old calendar and checking the dates. So we want to share with you how long it took us for the entire express entry process, basically, until we had our until we had our PR cards in our hands. But before we get started, we were on a wine tasting just a couple of weeks ago, and we got this guy, Rolling Dale Winery. Rolling Dale is a winery that was recommended to us from a viewer. Pretty darn good, so if you have the chance and you're in the Okanagan, definitely check out Rolling Dale Winery. I will have the website linked below. And wine glasses. So that one is the Pinot Blanc from, like I said, Rolling Dale Winery. And all the wines are actually pretty darn good. So if you have the chance, definitely be part of a tasting and see what's your favorite. So we had the white wine actually in the fridge just for about an hour or so to cool it down. And that's when you can tell that the table is not level. Alright, so Andy was voluntold to assist me with this video today, and he gets a sip of wine as a thank you.
Thank you.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
So good. It's like fruity and sweet enough, but not too sweet and not dry enough. It's a very good blend. So again, thank you for recommending it. So, a little disclaimer up front. We got our PR before the entire COVID-19 hit. So all the timelines are kind of adjusting towards the prior to COVID-19 kind of situation. Let me a comment down below if you have an updated timeline, if you're in the process right now. And I'm going to share that as well. Do you remember when we first got the email or notification that Ontario has an interest in nominating us?
Yeah, it was a crazy times, eh?
That's a way to put a very Canadian way. Yeah, I think we were just like about to go for grocery shopping when I got the mail that...
We just came back from grocery shopping.
We just came back, yeah.
Yeah.
The express, like our express entry profile on what mail notification we got, and then we received on April 3rd. No. Okay, I have my notes here.
Why don't I get started, eh? So, on August 9th, we got our...
2018.
2018, yeah. We got a letter of interest.
From Ontario.
From Ontario, which is the provincial nomination program. So
yeah, after we got the letter of interest, you basically still have to go to the Ontario website and apply properly for it. This way you can just say, okay, yeah, I got the letter of interest. They are going to process it. You will have to submit all your documents and whatnot. And then after the application went through all the way, we got on September 25th, 2018 again, still. We got the official provincial nomination letter to submit all our documents to Ontario, to the government of Ontario.
Yeah, so you got 30 days. So once you receive the letter, there's a time frame of 30 days. You have to submit those documents, otherwise your first letter's being cancelled.
So you better won't be late. Okay, so then we submitted all documents. We had everything complete. And then on October 3rd, so just a couple of days later, we received officially our provincial nomination from Ontario.
How many points was it? Was it 600?
Yeah, so when you have your provincial nomination, you get 600 points. By the way, if you're interested in like how to calculate your CRS score, I will link the video I did for that in the top corner there. Check it out.
Oh, there.
Over there? Over there? Guys, I'm sorry, I never know where it is, but it's in the top row right here.
About 2 weeks later, on October 15, we received our It was October 15, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. we received our invitation to apply for
permanent residency.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this all happening, we were already in the express entry pool. So we already had our profile on the CIC website. We had all our previous documents already submitted as far as you have to get it. So just to make sure that you're already kind of in the pool. And then the ITA basically draws from the pool. We had enough points to be eligible to apply officially for the permanent residency. Way to make it complicated.
Yeah.
True. Because we had all our documents all together already, so we had everything organized, we pretty much knew what we needed to submit. It was very quick for us to submit everything we needed within, I think it was the first day after we received the invitation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So after we submitted everything, same day, on November 16th, we got the first notification that we passed our medical exam for the first time. So that was already a reason to celebrate.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it took a while. It was a lot of waiting involved.
Yeah, I think we haven't heard anything for about 2 months, eh?
It was about 2 months, more than 2 months actually. And then the second time was actually in January, to be exact, on January 25th.
Exactly. So we just got another notification basically that they passed our medical exams through another process. We were not aware that they're going to pass it twice.
No, but apparently they do.
Apparently they do. They basically then went through all our documents pretty much, and on February 7th we got the official request to send our passports to Ottawa. So with this being said, not our actual physical passport. They wanted us to scan and copy all the sites basically that had some sort of documentation on them, and then mail that to Ottawa. They will supply you with all the addresses and everything you need. So we sent our copies of our passport to Ottawa on February 7th, and we got a notification on February 11th that they received everything. So then it took them a little while just to get up the queue, work up all the documents and mails they got previously, I assume, and applications. And then on February 26th, on February 23rd, we got the final approval for our permanent residency. So that was a big date.
It was a big relief.
So then everything after that was pretty much new to us. We did not know what to expect or what to do next, but they're pretty easy in explaining the further steps along on like what to do, who to contact and whatnot. So with this being said, on February 26th, so just a few days after that, because I think it was a weekend or whatnot, we called the IRCC office to basically let them know to call us back to book an appointment with an IRCC officer. Did I get that right?
Yeah, pretty much. So you gotta call your IRCC office depending on where you are. For our case, it was in London, Ontario.
We will have the address and everything down below.
But there's like for different regions, cities, there's different offices, so you gotta see where you gotta go.
So it's pretty easy to find. As soon as you type in IRCC office in whatever city you're living in, Google will help you with it. On March 12th, so about 2 weeks later, they called us back and gave us a date to come into the office, talk to an officer officially, and then get the permanent residency.
Yeah, so pretty much we didn't set up an appointment with us. We've been told when to show up.
Oh, yeah,
so it was like kind of like you don't have dates to pick from or choose from, so get a set date in for your interview.
So you better be flexible or you make it work. You don't want to miss your appointment for that. But yeah, then on March 14th, we had our official interview with the IRCC officer, and he was really just checking if we are who we claim we are. Just to ask us a couple of simple questions like, where do you live, who do you work for, just verifying a couple of the information you've relied on or like submitted on your application basically. So they just want to make sure you're not a fraud. So yeah, I think we waited at the office for about half an hour or so until it was our turn.
Yeah.
And then the interview specifically, it was not really a big deal. It was almost going up to a counter for your driver license and he's asking you a couple of questions. That's really it. So nothing to really be nervous about. Just be honest, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was probably about 15 minutes. Did we? No, not even.
Yeah, the interview was about 15 minutes for the two of us. The whole total time we spent in there was about like an hour.
Yeah, like it's not really too crazy. But then yeah, we passed it. We got a temporary letter with a signature and the stamp, whatnot, that we're officially permanent residents already. And then it took about 2 weeks. Yeah, I think. Yeah, on April 3rd, we officially received our permanent resident card in the mail, which was just surreal to actually finally hold it in our hands after we moved to Canada in July 2016, and then basically took us all the way up to April 2019 to finally hold the little card in our hands. The entire provincial nomination part was about 2 months until we were eligible to apply for the express entry permanent residency. Until, like, from the moment we started the express entry process to get the permanent residence to the moment where we actually had the PR card in our hands was pretty much 6 months.
Yeah.
Which now looking back is actually not that long, but it felt way longer during the entire process for sure. So that's really about it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining in. If you didn't do it yet, hit the subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more of this kind of content. Also the bell icon right next to it. And smash the like button for me, because that is going to tell the YouTube algorithm that you like my content a lot. And honestly, it's going to help me and my channel out quite a bit. And then we will see each other for our next video. Cheers! Okay, if we really make it a tricky game that every time when we curse in front of the camera, what the hell?